Dad, if money is just paper, why doesn't the whole world use the same paper? And why is $1 so much stronger than other coins?
Ah, little one, that is the question of ages. Not all papers are trusted the same. Some shine with power, while others are ignored. Let me tell you a story. The story of a jackal whose life was forever changed by money. He was born with nothing. Hungry, lonely, an orphan. Every night he searched for food, but the ground gave him little. Even love could not stay with him.
Why, Dad?
Because promises cannot fill an empty stomach. His beloved left him whispering, "I cannot live on hope alone." Yes, little one. Heartbroken, Jackal stood under the cold sky and swore, "I will prove everyone wrong. One day, the world will know my name."
Dad, he looks so broken. Did he really lose all hope?
Yes, little one. Rain fell on his back. The world turned its face away. And in his heart, he whispered, "I can't fix this. Pain can crush the weak." But for Jack, pain became fire. In his silence, he found a vow. "I will change my fate, even if I must cross the ocean."
So, he really left his homeland?
Yes, he stepped onto a ship, his eyes on the endless sea. Waves crashed, winds roared, but in his heart, one voice spoke, "America believes in you. This is your chance. Don't fail."
He carried nothing except hope.
Exactly, little one. Hope is the only luggage the poor can carry. And with hope, Jackal sailed toward the land of the eagle. Jack had nothing but a dream. In America, he washed dishes until his paws cracked. He carried trays heavier than his body and mopped floors long after others had gone home. He stumbled, he fell, he was mocked. But each night he whispered to himself, "This is my chance. I cannot fail." Day by day, dollar by dollar, Jack began to rise, not through luck, but through sweat, hunger, and unshaken will. And then the day came. His pockets heavy with dollars, his heart burning with pride, Jack stepped onto a ship once more, this time sailing back home. And so, Jack returned to his homeland, but he was no longer the hungry orphan the forest once knew. He walked with a suitcase heavy with dollars. He threw coins in the air, as if money grew on his paws. The forest gasped. Animals whispered, "Is that real?" Yesterday he begged. Today he buys the market. Jack stood tall, his voice loud with pride. $1 is worth hundreds of your coins. Look at me now. I am powerful. And for a moment, little one, the forest bowed before him.
Dad, why is $1 worth so much more than our coins? Why isn't money the same everywhere?
Ah, honey, to answer that, we must begin with history. Long ago, money was tied to gold. Every coin, every note was backed by shining treasure in a vault. The more gold a nation held, the stronger its money.
So, money was like gold itself?
Yes, but today it has changed. Now money is called fiat currency, just paper given value only by trust in the country that prints it. And that is why $1 is not equal to 1 yen or 1 rupee, because each nation's strength, trust, and choices make its money different. Sweetheart, currencies do not hold the same value. Each coin, each note carries the weight of its nation's story. When more people and countries choose the same currency, its power grows. The US dollar is trusted everywhere, in trade, in savings, in investment. Trust is the first pillar of strength. A nation that sells more than it buys becomes richer, money flows in, and its currency grows stronger. But if it buys more than it sells, its money weakens. And then there is inflation. When prices rise too fast, each coin buys less. Inflation eats away at the value of money until it feels lighter and weaker in the hands of its people. Resources also shape strength. Nations rich in oil, gas, or metals see their currencies grow powerful because the world needs what they hold. And since oil is traded in dollars, it keeps the dollar as king of trade. Wars, chaos, and corruption weaken money, But a stable, peaceful nation builds confidence in its currency. Where there is order, there is trust. And where there is trust, there is value. Government debt also matters. When a country borrows too much, doubt spreads. Investors fear it cannot repay, and its money begins to sink. And printing. Printing can destroy. If a country floods its people with new notes, the paper loses its respect. Money becomes plenty, but its power becomes nothing.
But Dad, if printing makes more money, why don't countries just print more and become rich?
Honey, imagine a forest where leaves are money. If every tree drops endless leaves, soon no one cares for them. Too much of anything loses its worth. That is why printing more notes does not make a nation rich. It makes its money worthless. Strong companies, growing businesses, and rising markets also give strength. When investors see opportunity, they bring money in, and the currency rises with confidence. Banks and interest rates matter too. If a country offers higher interest, people across the world invest there. This flow of money makes its currency stronger. And then there is speculation, the great market of foreign exchange. Traders buy and sell currencies every second. If they believe a coin will rise, it does. If they lose faith, it falls. Finally, some nations choose not to walk alone. They tie their currency to the dollar, following its shadow. This keeps them steady, but also dependent. And so, little one, trust, trade, inflation, resources, wars, debt, banks, and choices, all of these weave together to decide the strength of money. That is why $1 is not equal to 1 yen or 1 rupee. Jack built an empire, stone by stone, dollar by dollar. Mansions rose where once he had begged for food. Feasts filled tables, music filled the nights, and all the forest bowed before him. But pride grew faster than his riches. Jack was no longer humble. He became ruthless, demanding respect, buying power, and silencing those who questioned him. Without wisdom, wealth had made him blind.
Dad, is that why they set fire to Jack's mansion? Because he was cruel?
No, sweetheart. No, the fire was not the end. The truth is, the real story has just begun. Hey friends, please like, share, and subscribe for more financial content. Want to know what happens next? Then don't forget to click the bell icon to stay updated and catch every twist and turn. Your support keeps the story alive. So join us and let's discover the adventure together. But in the shadows, a voice rose, cold and certain.
You think you've won? You think your world is safe? No. Everything you love, everything you trust, will crumble. And I will make sure of it.